I want to give you some few facts about the hot thing that is about to start. For the past years that I've been doing whatever I was doing, is yesterday I started because I've seen the right people that can do the job. My spirit is fulfilled. When a professor told me yesterday that you have disarmed us, I was humbled. I was almost in tears. Because who am I to speak to a professor and convince him? I kept, that word kept pondering in my heart till this moment. I want to appreciate God for the privilege of addressing you again this morning as a nobody. You have been to school to a point that there's no school again you can attend. Yet, I am privileged to talk to you. Some of you are former vice chancellors. You graduated PhDs. You decorated other professors. Who am I? But today, the qualification that God has given to me, I want to make it known to you. So that whoever may challenge your being under a small boy like me, you tell the person the reason why it is like this. Because people have questions. It may not concern them, but sometimes one question can come into your spirit. You begin to think about it for the whole year. I want to tell you that leadership have three categories. The first category of leadership, it is by training. Somebody can be trained. So that your training can make you become what you are. Because you train yourself to that level. Now you are professors. You are leaders. Anywhere you are, as far as academic environment is concerned. And in fact, the moment they see a professor in any place, the person is respected. He is an automatic leader by training. Another set of leaders are by election. You are elected because people believe in you and they have gathered and say, okay, you be our leader. So you are elected or you are voted into power. But another leadership that I fall in the category is leadership by sacrifice. You are not qualified. You have not been trained. You have not been elected. But because of your own sacrifice to save a situation, to change stories, to make things work, you become an automatic leader. David was not mentioned anywhere in the Bible. The time that David became in the forefront, when the whole Israel were looking at him, was when he sacrificed his life. Because the battle between Goliath and David was that if he is not able to kill Goliath, he will die. So he had to sacrifice his life. It was sacrifice. He was going there, people were pitying him. See. In fact, somebody warned him, don't try it. This guy has been there. Who are you? The king himself said, don't go there. I want to tell you that any vision that is at your size is not God's vision. That one is an ambition. Any vision that is above you, you yourself know that's above you, other people look at you and say, this one, you can't do it. That is God's vision. And vision and ambition, they are two different things. Ambition can die with the honor of the ambition. But vision can outlive the honor of the vision. So, David approached Goliath and killed Goliath. When he had the head of Goliath on his hand, that is when everybody rushed to him. He was carried up. People carried him because he sacrificed. Back home, there were songs mentioning his names because of what? Sacrifice. Right there, he became member of the cabinet of Saul because of what? Sacrifice. Eventually, he became a leader of the whole army of Israel because of sacrifice. Another one that I want you to understand is in the service of God, I am not trained to be a pastor. The reason why I'm a pastor and today an archbishop for that matter, I am in the order of Elijah. And those people, this category of people in God's service, they are elevated through their passion. This passion can even lead you to death. Because Elijah was a nobody. Nobody knows him anywhere. But when the things were not going right in Israel, he woke up to the king, the man that was killing prophets. Prophets were killed. So Elijah was not a prophet. Because any prophet available at that time was killed. You don't need to mention the name of God where Ahab is. But he went to Ahab and then gave an order. He says, sir, since you choose that you cannot serve God only bare, then today, no rain will come down here. As I'm talking now, I'm leaving. Until I speak, no rain is coming down. So the shock of that passion make Ahab couldn't say anything. He was imagining, is this man with his right senses? Is he a mad person? So before he could recover from the senses, Elijah was no longer there. But if he was not passionate, he could have dared that man because he was killing even prophets. But Elijah was a nobody. His passion took him to the palace. And eventually, God saw the passion and said, Elijah, that thing you said, I'm going to do it. But if I do it, it will affect you. Come, let me go and keep you where, when there's no water, you will be drinking. The first time Elijah could hear God was when he released his passion. It was passion that made Elijah become a prophet. He was not a prophet. He was not in the family of priests anywhere. But his passion made him. Now, if you're talking about the whole Bible, people that are pillars of scriptures are Moses and Elijah. So when you're talking about law, you mention Moses. When you're talking about prophets, you mention Elijah. Not Isaiah, not Jeremiah. Jeremiah and the rest of them. The man of passion can deliver better than the man of training. Passion is from the inside. Training is from the outside. And I always tell people, if an egg is broken from the inside, life begins. If an egg is broken from the outside, life ends. So it's better an egg broken from the inside. I'm talking to you this morning. I have qualifications to be an archbishop by passion. And I have qualifications to be a Nigerian leader, an African leader by sacrifice. If I tell you what I passed through to be where I am today, you will not wish to hear. Some of my stories are bad to listen to. But God has brought me this far. And now that I'm at this level, no power anywhere can pull me down. I cross all the Red Seas. I cross all the Dead Seas. So I look at anybody because there's nothing you can do to me again. I have seen all. So I'm ready for anything. That is it. I'm ready. Right now, as vision must uplift its visioner. Even if you kill me now. Jethro is here. Godwin Tete is here. Tom is here. Dan is here. Barrister is here. Musa is here. Juliet is here. Hey, this vision can't die again. Many others are outside there.
Is there. We are here.
I love that. So, with you, and this is what I mentioned here, there's nothing that can stop us again. I want to conclude on this session by saying this. People that didn't offend anybody, they died. In their homes, innocently, they died. People that offended people, they also died. So, gentility will not keep you alive forever. So, in my own understanding and in my belief and philosophy, I believe that in the journey of life, overtaking is allowed. Yes. And I believe that in the spiritual warfare, it's better to be an offender than to be a defender. Be an offender. Now, I become an offender to the federal government of Nigeria, become an offender to the central bank of Nigeria. It is because of me that the law of cryptocurrency was initiated. Now, this is the secular. Because cryptocurrency has been in Nigeria. Nigeria is the second largest market of cryptocurrency. Nobody talk about it. until I use my sweat. I have never chopped 20,000 naira from government anywhere in the world. I use my sweat. Come and see the billboards that were in Abuja. All over. So this one does not attract the central bank governor. Call this young man with this type of passion. Let us hear from him. They didn't know where I got the money. I didn't steal this money. I used my sweat to do this. So you can't feel the pain of a young man less than 50 using his sweat to do this. The best thing you can do is to lavish this blood, this sweat. Just cancel the whole thing. You don't care how we feel. You don't know how much I suffer over the years, the sweat over the years. When I reach the pinnacle, then the next thing you can do is crash that system or go and start afresh. Do you want me to carry gun like any other person? Is that what you want from me? You don't feel it? Because you sit under AC that you don't know the value. You don't know how much it costs. You are driving a car that was bought for you. Me, any meal I eat in life, I know the source. You are inside an AC, you didn't buy it, you didn't know the cost of AC. And then you want to crash me that is suffering over the years to come at this height. No company, even Coca-Cola, has never do publicity in Abuja the way I did on Zugacoin. That does not attract the government of Nigeria to call this man. Let's find out from him. If you didn't understand cryptocurrency, it's because it's far away from you. Now, a Nigerian citizen is spearheading this thing in Africa. Is it not yet time for Nigerian government to think inward? Call this my man. This man is ours. Let's find out from him how this thing works. Can't you do this? I'm not a stranger. I have a Nigerian passport. Everything about me is being published. I know how much I help in this country. Since 2003, I've been giving free medical treatment to Nigerians. Over 20 million Nigerians benefited from this project. These people that are in government, their mothers have been treated in the villages by me. I have never received a letter of appreciation from any government anywhere in Nigeria. Does it mean that the government of Nigeria only want Boko Haram? Do they want only people that carry gun? It's only when you do something bad that Nigeria can think you exist. Is that the type of legacy this country wants to leave for a younger generation? The sacrifice cannot be appreciated. When you kill, you are celebrated. When you help, you are ignored. Is that how life is supposed to be? Is that how we can continue living in this country? So, me, I am ready now. I have seen everything. I'm not going to be afraid of nobody. Whatever wants to happen, let it happen. But I'm telling you the truth. Cryptocurrency that I am spearheading in Africa cannot just die a natural death. No. Hey, my God. Sir, I just come to discover that our people are happy when people are suffering. If Central Bank of Nigeria want to give money out, you will see all manner of laws, all manner of procedures. People can run up and down, apply. At the end of the day, they will get nothing because the procedure is too much. I'm not criticizing anybody. But how can federal government of Nigeria claim to give 774,000 jobs to Nigerians and you are paying 20,000 naira? And this contract is only 3 months. For what? You buy wheelbarrow and digger. Are you crazy? Wheelbarrow, digger. You are giving to people to go and work for 3 months. Are you mad? Do you see Nigerians as foolish people? I have never talked like this to any government in Nigeria. But now it's time for me to talk. If I did talk at this age, when will I talk? In my country, where we have a lot of natural resources. Nigeria is the best country in the whole world. So the good thing is this. You are professors. You know it all. We have allowed People that didn't know their left from right all these years to be ahead of us. And they have occupied those places, they refuse to go out. Because they use stolen money. They use our money, they are fighting against us. Today, time has come. Technology will remove them. Listen to me. The only thing that will make Nigeria a better place is when we make government irrelevant. When government is not needed on anything, that is when their eyes will open. And the only thing that will make them irrelevant is when you are independent financially. Since 1999, the return of democracy, I've never visited any government house. The first time I visited was Imo State government because of this, my secretary, his passion. I said, okay, because of you, let me go to government house to relate with the government of Imo State to offer free solar training. I didn't go there to ask for money. I go there to contribute my quota. I went to Imo State for 3 weeks. I stayed in the hotel myself. I paid myself. I ate myself. I drank water for myself. I trained Imo youths without getting a bottle of water from the government of Imo State. I am proud of that. Over 30 workers that I went with were staying in the hotel. I was paying the bills, giving them food. Government does not add one kobo. We finished, paid them their flight, we came back. That is what I've been doing to the government of Nigeria. So my brothers and sisters, if there's any government in Nigeria, I'm not aware. But I'm living fine. I'm living very, very fine. So I want to make all of you here become independent financially. Don't need government for anything. Thank God for technology. They will run after us. In politics, they say it's the game of numbers. So economy of Nigeria will be recovered through the same game of numbers. That is why I am using Zugacoin. What people are supposed to use their money and buy, I use money and buy for them. The same way Jesus used his blood to save people. I use my money and buy. That is why we are distributing. It's only by registration. When people register, we give them. When you register with 5,000, we give you, people that register before September, we are giving them 20 times their money. 5,000, you drop as a registration. I multiply it 20 times and give back to you. If you register from October, I multiply 10 times and give to you. Right now, people that register, I'm multiplying 5 times their money and giving to them. The money I'm giving is free of charge because I have authority over this one. Other people that have it, they are selling it. Me, I have it, I am sharing it. Only that I cannot stand on the street. I can't stand on the street and begin to share. They will say I'm a mad person. That is why, even in politics, before you want to contest election, there's a form called expression of interest form. You go and buy it, you are expressing interest. So people that need this money should express their interest. That is why you say 5,000 like this, to even 2,000. We can do it. 10,000, 100,000. Depending on the type of, the size of a bucket that you bring, we can fill it for you. Just like that. So I believe this one will revive the economy of Nigeria. Government will fold hands and be watching. Because here they believe in analog and we are now in digital. So we are ahead of them. Whether they hate me or they like me, I am the leader of African revolution. African financial revolution. Tomorrow, by 2 o'clock, I will be in Zambia embassy, training the embassy staff in cryptocurrency, Zugacoin. And then I'm going to revive the Zambian economy. I'm going to take 2 years. You know, Zambian economy is taken over by China. So most of the government facilities there are occupied by China. I'm going to take 2 years and deliver them. They will return back to their normalcy using technology. So Southern Africa countries is where I'm starting because they have opened their doors for me. They have been begging. So I'm going to start from there. So by the time I'm through with them, I'm not saying I'll come back here because by then you must have finished this place. You are enough. You don't look back again. No. Few of you that are here. 7 professors in a place. Nobody's more, you know. 7 professors in this country. So when you go back home, select professors in your state, people that have the same understanding with you at your state, in your state, let them be in charge. And if I'm going to appoint anybody who is a leader at the local government, the person must have PhD, so that the type of understanding that you receive here, you'll be able to understand, control them. Sir, every staff we are going to pick, I want us to have 5 workers as at now, between now and the next 20 days. Let us have 5 workers at each council ward in Nigeria. If in the next 20 days we're able to have 5 staff from each council ward, you know what it means, the number. It's the first phase. We will do this one, after 3 months, another one, after 3 months. So before the year runs out, that means 4 quarters in a year, we are getting 20 staff from each council ward in this country. Those people will start with them this year. At the end of the day, let's see the difference between me and the whole federal government. The effect of economic revolution in this country. I'm not talking about 2 years, just 1 year. Let's see what will happen through this project that they are fighting against. If they're talking about cryptocurrency sponsoring terrorism, terrorism has been here since 2009, as old as cryptocurrency.
They know the sponsors.
They know the sponsors. You understand me? So how can you say cryptocurrency is the sponsor? When I don't understand. So our people, if you say they have their heart at the back, not in the front. But we're not condemning anybody. We're only trying to exclude ourselves. Take your economy, your direction. But we are now comfortable. So whatever you do with the money that people gave you is not our business. But our own money, don't come closer. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to start with you here this morning. Let me see the value of Zugacoin today. Yesterday was how much? 47 million. 47 point. Can you remember what was yesterday? Look at the distance. Look at the gap. 53.1 million.
Wow!
Just one night. You understand me? The reason is this. Many people, I told you yesterday that there are some things people were loading because a lot of people did so between the time we left here till now. Look at the value of one Zugacoin. 53 million naira. Imagine that everybody under you, maybe just imagine that in the next 20 days, 100 people from each council ward have wallet. The price will go to 200 million. It's possible. It's very, very possible. So I'm going to start with you. The sacrifice of coming here only, the wallet they have created for you, I'm going to give you 1 Zugacoin each, and the cost of. So you are good. Your wallet will be loaded with 53 million naira now.
Wow!
It is financial revolution. The sacrifice. Believing in me to come here. That is the only thing. So now, if this 53 million naira is enter your wallet, I'm telling you the truth, between now and November, even if you didn't do anything at all, you'll be expecting nothing less than 300 million between now and November. Even if you do nothing.
Sir. That's not the language of academics. You exceed this campus. You can forget that journal article. Just appreciate it.
So, this is the beauty of technology. I know you in academics, you know very well that you have a lot to offer. If chance was given to you, your children can produce cars in this country. Yes. They can produce aircraft based on what you have imparted in them, but they are handicapped. It is time now to change Africa. It is time now to change Nigeria. It is time now to change our individual lives. And God has given me a leader by sacrifice because of the love I have for my country. So people will not understand now But as we begin to make everybody, government fear people. When the Pharisees wanted to kill Jesus, they sent people to go and arrest him. On arrival, they see her, okay, if we try this here, these people will stone us. So the people was what government was fearing in those days. And right now, government also fear people. So let us make people embrace Zugacoin. So if people embrace Zugacoin, then government will begin to fear Zugacoin because Zugacoin have people. There's a secret. There's nothing you can do about it. But then we are not going to cajole them. We're going to give them truth. It's the same way I'm talking here. Nobody should lie to anybody. Reality is on the table. For the first time,
government is going to kill that police.
There's a little light I want to throw. Just give me, sit down 1 minute. Then I'll just close. The little light I want to inject you with is about the engagement with government, the journey so far. The reason why I'm a little bit angry, though I'm not angry to the government, but that the moment it reached a time where the talk was hot, based on the heat that was coming from where it was coming from. And so now, when we started this, the first thing, if we look at our white paper, you can read it on the existing. The white paper there talk about supporting governments in Africa. The project is for government. So we have a plan to begin to give state governments of Nigeria loans, number one. We have a plan already in the white paper that we have a payment gateway. Nigeria is losing money through payment gateways, seriously. InterSwitch is not from Nigeria. QuickTeller is not from Nigeria. But all the banks are using those companies. This is something we can do, which we have started doing already. So we have introduced this to some state governments. Your revenue can increase up to 300% through payment gateways. We want to show government on how to increase their IGR through the people they have in their states. Every state. That is why we told the vice chancellors of universities that your school fees should not be paid through those channels again. So we have another a payment gateway that is African friendly. So that when a VC is on seat, it shouldn't be depending on federal government allocation. Within the school and the Zugacoin Project, you can have enough money to execute projects if you embed our payment gateway. That is why I was in that, I presented a paper that day. And then some state governments were interacting with them so far. A letter has been sent to Central Bank of Nigeria. A former director from Central Bank has been appointed in this system, this project. So a financial controller. So I've given somebody that you don't want somebody who is serving, so that so somebody who retired from Central Bank has been appointed. We publish it on our Facebook page. So these people are already engaging. So I expect that it's not good to just come out with a policy that will make people cry. It's not wise. Since you know that people are operating in that, they use money. Since you can't give them money, at least go out in a way that these people that are affected also should not be crying. That is why I was talking. Not that what they are doing is bad. The reason why they don't like cryptocurrency is that everything in cryptocurrency is anonymous. It's not good. Me, I came with a different approach. This, our system, can be regulated. We're not going to allow people to do what they want on the system. That is how it has been built. I saw the things that are not correct. So you can't go there and withdraw 10 billion from our process or our this thing. No. We have to regulate how much you spend, how much you withdraw. Is that clear? By time. And then, secondly, we are making sure that offices are physically created so that you will not just be operating with people we don't know. Managers will be there, people will be there, you see them. Don't just operate anonymously the way cryptocurrency does. So we are trying to make it look friendly for African businesses. So if we are, and the reason for my publicity was for people to know that I'm here. Before maybe those letters will reach to the authorities. Authorities themselves should see that something is on ground. So they should fast track calling me. That was what I was presenting myself in the way that I should be called upon to explain myself. Though I have official processes, but I was still fast tracking it. So when this thing came up truly speaking, I use my personal money, have to be angry. It pains me. It pains me a lot. So that is why, but I'm still, the process is still going on. Every strategy was to help the system. I know that economy of Nigeria must be revived, African economy must be revived, but not for government to buy Zugacoin. It's for us to give them, stop people, places, gateways, payment gateway like Quick Teller. They are taking money from Nigeria. Is that switch? Taking money from Nigeria. We should have our own here. Finally, the one that I like most is that of making people, when they spend money, they should get it back. So we have what we call shop and earn. So as we are doing transaction, naturally, if we pay money for something, the money just goes like that. But we have a system that any transaction you make, if you pay money 100,000, you will get 5% back to your account. So as you are buying around the world, you are still saving money. So not just spending and money is going, you are spending and saving. We have created something like that. So we believe that people must be saved by force because we don't know how to save, we know how to spend. So we create a system that will help you save ignorantly. At the end of the day, that money accumulates and then you use it again to... so there are so many things on ground. So you also that are here, I want you to understand that I am not anti-government. I have been appreciating the government. But this time, it has come to a level that people are crying too much. Let's think of what we do, that people will still laugh. Even though things are wrong. But approach, like in the academics, sometimes you don't expect the student to write the correct grammar. What you are looking for, had he gotten the message? What you talk about, even if you didn't write it in the way you want it, but at least he's communicating to you. So you now have to add your own marks on the struggle of the child to encourage him. So I think people in authority should be thinking of encouraging people that are struggling than just allowing people that are doing evil and then prevail the way. That is what I'm trying to make.